Welcome to Frost and Sullivan's Growth Podcast. In today's episode, we examine how technology convergence is reshaping the future of innovation and why organizations are increasingly adopting a scenario based approach to growth planning. Organizations are navigating an increasingly complex environment defined by geopolitical uncertainty, supply chain realignments, sustainability pressures, and accelerating technological change. At the same time, innovations in artificial intelligence, sensing, advanced materials, autonomous systems, and digital infrastructure are evolving in parallel. The important question is no longer which technology matters most. It's how these technologies are beginning to intersect and create entirely new opportunities.
A new innovation paradigm is emerging. One of the strongest messages from our recent webinar was that organizations can no longer evaluate technologies in isolation. Some of the most significant opportunities are emerging at the intersection of multiple technologies. Artificial intelligence combined with sensing is creating intelligent environments. Advanced materials and sustainable chemistry are redefining resource utilization. Connectivity and autonomous systems are creating entirely new operating models. Increasingly, future growth opportunities are emerging where digital, physical, and sustainable technologies converge. This represents a fundamental shift in how organizations think about innovation and growth.
Why scenario thinking matters more than ever. Another important theme from the discussion was the growing need for scenario based thinking. The increasing degree and frequency of disruption means that linear forecasting is becoming less effective in helping organizations prepare for the future. Geopolitical tensions, supply chain disruptions, and rapidly changing market conditions are creating an environment where multiple futures are possible. Technology convergence analysis provides organizations with a way to evaluate these potential futures, identify emerging opportunities, and build greater strategic resilience. As Ankit Shukla noted during the discussion, the increasing degree and frequency of disruption means organizations need to think in scenarios rather than forecasts.
Artificial intelligence is becoming an enabling layer. Artificial intelligence emerged as a recurring theme across nearly every convergence scenario discussed during the webinar. AI is increasingly functioning as an intelligence layer that connects systems, interprets data, and enables autonomous decision-making. Edge intelligence is supporting faster and more localized decision-making. Industrial foundation models are expanding the capabilities of autonomous systems. AI-native architectures are influencing the development of next-generation products and platforms. The implication is significant. Artificial intelligence is increasingly becoming a foundational capability embedded across industries rather than a standalone technology.
Autonomous systems and intelligent infrastructure are expanding. The discussion also highlighted the growing importance of systems that can continuously sense, analyze, and adapt. Examples ranged from intelligent logistics networks and autonomous sensing environments to self-designing semiconductor architectures. Across industries, organizations are increasingly deploying systems capable of self-optimization, predictive decision-making, and continuous adaptation. This shift is improving operational resilience and creating new possibilities for intelligent infrastructure. As sensing, connectivity, and AI capabilities continue to mature, adaptive systems are likely to become an increasingly important component of future business models.
Sustainability and resilience are becoming design principles. Another recurring message was the growing integration of sustainability and resilience into technology development. Resource efficiency, circularity, and supply chain resilience are no longer separate considerations. They're becoming important design principles shaping future innovation pathways. Alternative fuels, emissions utilization technologies, circular materials, and resilient supply chains all featured prominently in the convergence scenarios explored during the webinar. Increasingly, organizations are finding that sustainability and operational performance are deeply interconnected priorities.
Technology strategy is moving to the boardroom. Perhaps the most important takeaway from the discussion is that technology strategy is increasingly becoming a board-level conversation. Executive teams are paying closer attention to emerging technologies and their potential impact on long-term competitiveness. Technology foresight, scenario planning, and convergence analysis are helping organizations identify future growth opportunities and make more informed investment decisions. Competitive advantage will increasingly depend on an organization's ability to identify meaningful intersections between technologies and translate them into scalable business opportunities. The organizations that embrace convergence thinking today may be better positioned to navigate uncertainty and capture future sources of value. Thanks for joining us on Frost and Sullivan's Growth Podcast. Technology convergence is creating entirely new possibilities for innovation, resilience, and growth. Organizations that develop the ability to identify and act on emerging convergence opportunities will be better positioned to navigate uncertainty and shape the future of their industries. For access to our research, competitive benchmarking, and best practice frameworks, head over to frost.com or email hello@frost.com. We'll be back soon with more conversations exploring the technologies, strategic imperatives, and growth opportunities shaping industries around the world.